Redfoot tortoises are ectothermic, which means that they have to bask under heat lamps or natural sun, and they need warm areas so that they can increase their body temperature. And they also need cool areas, like shaded areas or areas that they can burrow into so that they can cool down, so they avoid overheating, so that they can regulate their temperature. Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is about my redfoot tortoise Marley. I'm creating an enclosure for Marley outside in my backyard. Marley won't be able to stay outside during winter and even spring and fall, maybe just some days in summer, depending on what the season is like. But where I live, it gets way too cold. But I still wanted Marley to be able to get some natural sunlight and experience a different type of enclosure, get some fresh air. So I wanted to take you along on that journey. But keeping a red-footed tortoise outside where I live, there are a lot of things that I have to consider for safety. Red-footed tortoises, I'm Canadian, so I'm going to use Celsius, need 24 to 29 degrees Celsius, no colder. And then at nighttime, the temperature maybe dips to around 21. And I just looked it up, which means that that's 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and a drop to around 70 degrees Fahrenheit at night. So here we really only get those temperatures in summer, and sometimes summer there are random days that drop too cold. And I will not be leaving my tortoise outside in the nighttime. My tortoise will always be coming in, so the enclosure isn't going to be permanently outdoors. I'm just going to bring her outside sometimes during the day, maybe when I'm outside, or definitely when I'm home, never when I'm not home, and never overnight. The humidity also needs to be pretty high. Where I live, it already is pretty humid, but I will need to always water down the outdoor enclosure. These tortoises need about 70 to 80% humidity. In summer here, it definitely, the humidity will drop lower than that. So I'm just gonna make sure that I monitor it. But I know that my tortoise is coming inside and will have the correct humidity overnight, and those days where she doesn't go outside, and I'm saying she, I don't even know if it's a she, but I call her a she. So some things to remember when building an enclosure outside, even inside as well, that these tortoises, they can escape. They will kind of climb walls if they're not high enough. And you also have to consider predators. You don't want predators to be able to dig under the enclosure or go over top. I also need to include a water dish, a shallow water dish, and I'm going to plant some plants that naturally grow where I live and that are also safe for my tortoise to eat. Plants will not only provide food and enrichment, things to stimulate her brain, but also provide shade, increase humidity, and help them regulate their temperature because they can move into the shade or the sunshine depending how hot or cold they feel they are. So I ordered this like planter box online and a tent that covers it, so it's kind of like a greenhouse, and I'm going to be using that. And I also purchased some plants, but I'll just show you. This is the frame or the base of the enclosure that I'm going to be using. This is just a planter box, and I'm going to be building a kind of a grow tent over top to make sure that it stays warm and so that I can keep it humid and also protect my tortoise from predators. This is Millie. She came to help me and she was just basking in the sun, and I had to stop and give her some pets. There are so many things to remember when creating an enclosure for a redfoot tortoise. Humidity, enrichment, water features, a space to eat, lighting, safe plants. So this is the frame for the greenhouse. I went to the garden nursery to pick up some plants. I didn't actually find much that I'm going to be putting in the enclosure. The plants that I'm using that grow here and will do well because they naturally grow here are plantain, clover, dandelion, strawberries, nasturtiums, carrots, and lettuce. But while I was here, I also got some other plants for my garden, and there was this cat living there, so of course I had to give him some pets. Back at home, this is the enclosure with the tent on top of the frame and some of my plants. I have a water area. I'm thinking of getting another one. I'm also going to put some rocks and some areas that will create shade. I also have other plants, and these plants I hope will grow and fill out. So I have a pot here that you can crawl in, and this top to a litter box that I don't use, but it creates a really good hide. This is Marley's first time exploring. I planted some lettuce and carrot seeds, and they're already coming out. So Marley spent time looking around and is still getting used to it. I also have more that I'm adding to the enclosure, but I've been checking the temperatures with a temperature gun, and they've been perfect, exactly what I want them to be, with a lot of cooler areas and warm areas, and I'm spraying it down every day, sometimes twice a day depending on how hot it is, and it seems to be holding humidity very well. It's really important that redfoot tortoises are able to regulate their temperature. If they don't, they aren't able to properly digest their food or convert their food into energy, build and repair their tissues, eliminate waste products, and other vital functions. I'm also going to be adding some hay or something that Marley can dig or bury in a little bit more. But so far, it's been working really great, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. If you have any advice or ideas or anything else, please let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Pets are more than just animals. They are spiritual beings with unique personalities and energies. Do you love your dog and want to live in harmony with your dog while understanding their needs and emotions? Instead of feeling frustrated or overwhelmed by your dog's behavior, improve your relationship with your dog and help them heal from any physical, mental, or emotional issues. I offer a unique combination of positive reinforcement training methods with energy healing techniques, animal communication, and tarot. Receive a personalized action plan created by a certified dog trainer and animal communicator. This package is perfect for anyone who wants to enhance and enchant their life with their dog. Don't miss this opportunity to get this amazing package. Apply now and get ready to create a magical relationship with your dog.